Jake thought tonight would be perfect. He had booked a table at one of the most popular restaurants in town. He had dressed up, bought flowers, and prepared something very special. Tonight he was going to ask his girlfriend Emma to marry him. But by the end of the evening, something completely unexpected would happen, and it would become the most expensive dinner of his life. At 7 o'clock, Jake picked Emma up from her apartment. The weather was warm, and the streets were full of people enjoying the evening. As they walked towards the restaurant, Jake noticed that Emma looked a little tired. "Are you okay?" he asked. Emma smiled weakly. "To be honest, I'm feeling a little under the weather today." Jake immediately became concerned. "Really? We can stay home if you want." Emma shook her head. "No, I'll be fine. I've been looking forward to this dinner all week." Jake smiled. That was good news. His special plan could continue. A few minutes later, they arrived at the restaurant. The place was busy. Families were enjoying dinner, friends were laughing together, and waiters were moving quickly between tables. A waiter greeted them at the door and showed them to a cozy table near the window. Jake and Emma opened their menus. Everything looked delicious. After a few minutes, the waiter returned. "Are you ready to order?" he asked. "Yes," Jake replied. "I'll have the steak." "And I'll have the salmon," Emma said. "Excellent choices," said the waiter before walking away. Soon their food arrived. The steak was perfectly cooked. The salmon smelled amazing. As they ate, Emma started feeling much better. They talked about work, travel, and their future. Jake could feel the heart beating faster and faster. He knew the moment was coming. For weeks he had been carrying a small ring in his pocket, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Tonight was the night. After they finished dinner, Jake took a deep breath. Slowly he reached into his pocket and pulled out a small ring box. Then he stood up. Emma looked surprised. Several people at nearby tables noticed what was happening. Jake smiled nervously. "Emma," he said, "I love you. You make every day better. Will you marry me?" For a second, Emma simply stared at him. Then she covered her mouth with both hands. "No way!" Jake's heart nearly stopped. No way? Did she mean no? Was she rejecting him? But then Emma started laughing. "No way! Is this really happening?" Tears appeared in her eyes. "Of course I'll marry you." The entire restaurant erupted into applause. People clapped and cheered. One woman at nearby table even started crying. Jake felt happier than he had ever felt in his life. The waiter brought them a complimentary dessert to celebrate. Everything seemed perfect. Jake relaxed for the first time that evening. A little later, the waiter returned with the bill. Jake smiled as he opened it. Then his smile disappeared. His eyes became very wide. No way! Emma looked at him. What happened? Jake stared at the bill. I think I accidentally ordered the most expensive wine in the restaurant. What? Emma said. No way! At that moment, the waiter returned. Is everything okay? He asked politely. Jake pointed at the bill. There must be some mistake. The waiter checked it. No, sir. That's our special reserve wine. Jake swallowed hard. And how much was it exactly? The waiter smiled. $400. Jake looked at Emma. Then he looked at the bill. Then back at Emma. No way. Emma started laughing. Soon Jake was laughing too. The situation was so ridiculous that neither of them could stay serious. Eventually, Jake paid the bill. It was painful, very painful, but he couldn't stop smiling. After all, Emma had said yes. As they left the restaurant and walked into the warm evening air, Emma took Jake's hand. Don't worry, she said. Paying for dinner will be a piece of cake compared to paying for a wedding. Jake laughed. You know what? You're probably right. Together they walked down the street, already talking about their future. Emma was no longer under the weather. Jake was very happy. And although the dinner had been incredibly expensive, it became a night they would never forget.